have I got a special one for you guys today. This is an antique. This is archaeology. This is fossilized. Guys, this is probably the worst set of carbs I've ever seen. I mean, this is the airbox. What's left of it. Can you guys even recognize what this is? Or what this was? I mean, I already know. So, it's not fair for me to tell you. This is a 1982 Honda V45 Sabre, guys. It's rock in there. It's rock. Like, that is harder than metal. This is incredibly, I don't know. So anyway, I don't think there's going to be a lot to save here, but I'm going to try to take it apart at the very least. See if we can open it up. Ugh. It's insane. Definitely. I mean, there's no words for this. I just thought it would be fun to look it over, maybe open it up. I say maybe because, wow, I don't even know if anything will move on this thing. I don't know if any screws would actually survive. I'm going to try to take it apart. Wow, look at there. There's a hole into the case. I mean, so when I found this bike, or should I say, when it arrived here, and I started taking it apart, I mean, obviously you can see this is a mess. Well, there was a giant rat, mouse, probably a mouse nest in the airbox, and all that got cleaned out. Yeah, so, ooh, look at that slide. It's just pitted and cracked. It's crazy. I don't know. Why am I even... This is just junk. I should just throw it in the trash can, right? I don't know. Thought it might be fun. It may not be fun because I might not be able to take anything apart. Look. There's your needle holder and spring from above, I guess. It's just insane. Like I said, this is a fossil. It's all fossilized. So, yeah, I'll try to break some of these screws free. Maybe we can open it up, break it down. I don't know. Does anybody need parts? Because I might be able to save something. Ooh, there's a spring. Those springs are usually missing on these carbs. Right in the middle there. I already saw the other side's missing because it's already apart. See, when you break these carbs apart, all that stuff needs to line up and function together. Well, there should be a spring in here. And nothing's going to turn anyway. So, you know, I'll see if I can get any of this apart. Any of it. And if not, I'll just throw it in the bin. Should I flip it over? Oh, jeez. What a freaking mess. These screws don't look half bad on the bottom. Maybe I'll start with a float bowl. All right, see what I can do. Okay, first carb opened up. 2 of the screws actually came out nicely. 2 of them broke off. And then one of them that broke off actually broke the corner. So that's trash unless somebody really, really is desperate. I don't know that that's going to clean up. But there it is. Could probably... I don't know. Might be able to get that open. Anyway, there's that. Gasket actually doesn't look half bad. So, number 1. Here we are inside the float bowl of one carburetor. So we have jets. Might be able to clean them up. Holy crap. The float actually floats. That's incredible. That is not... I did not expect that. So, there's some working parts. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and pull out the jets. Maybe we can save those. All right. Well, I got some stuff out of there. So the main jet, I couldn't get out without destroying. The floats, they seem perfectly fine. Have to throw them in some water, see if they actually float. What do we got? The float holder, little rod, float itself, this valve that attaches to the float, looks perfectly fine. Got the idle jet, got that out. That seems perfectly fine. I did not have to destroy that. Like I said, 2 of the bolts worked, and then the jet holder came out just fine with a 6mm wrench, but the main jet got pretty screwed up trying to pull that out, so that's trash. Oh well, those are replacement parts. So I guess that's about what I got out of the bottom of this carburetor. That's junk. And that's about it. I don't know, there's the choke. I'd have to break that off to get that even out. So anyway, I'll keep rolling here. There's no way we're getting that slide out. Here we are, just a little bit deeper into each carb. They actually are starting to break apart due to the old metal. The airbox that was holding something on broke off. And I got most of the screws out of the bottom except for one, which I just pried it up and dropped it off. So the amazing thing is all the floats, this must have not had any gas in it. Well, maybe that one. But look, all the floats are good. Even this one's loose. So that's interesting enough. All of the floats are free. We do have junk here and there. Here's a spring. Oh, that would have came out from between these carbs. Somewhat. That's probably the one spring that I needed. And I haven't had any luck getting into the tops because those screws, I can't even grab with a vice grip. So we may not be able to look in the top at all, but I got all the bottoms open, and I think I can save a lot of these floats and inner parts here. The float needle, the float, I mean, I don't know that we need to save the jets, but anyway, that'll be fun. At least I can pull them out, make something of them, or not. Throw them in a cleaner, see what comes up. But this is the bottom of the carbs. Not sure any of this is really savable. Here's one of our crossover tubes. Definitely a bad seal right there. That actually should come out of the airbox up there. Probably just break the airbox off. Whoop. See that? Yep, that'll pop right out of the airbox. Now, if we rotate that in the other side, you can definitely pull that out. So, oh, we broke it. No. That doesn't have a seal on it. That's just... Okay, well, there's a good air tube, which is actually full of junk. Look at all this junk. Yeah, it's super gross. Well, anyway, this is what we've got. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. But you put new, pretty sure this didn't break. That's just how it's made. Yeah, it's just made to pop up in there. You got a seal around there, holding it in the airbox. That's kind of junk. I don't think that was connected. That wasn't part of this. So, looks like our crossover tube here is fine for the air. You put new O-rings on there. Probably get away with using this. It's not cracked. It might be brittle, but don't force it. And there's a good part. I mean, this is just fun to see what we've got here. All this stuff, actually. Where's my... I'll work on pulling this stuff out. And again, I said a lot of this you could save And if anybody really needs parts for an 82 Sabre, or even a Magna for that matter, we could probably salvage something off of here. So just look at all this junk. There's a little spring. Not sure where that came from, but there's a spring. Somebody might need that at some point. But here you go. Just kind of breaking what needs broke and trying to pull out what is free. Obviously, that's the only one that looks bad. There's one that looks good. There's one that looks good. And there's one that looks half decent. So that'll all clean up. No problem. We'll run this thing again. I'll kind of clean up and show you what I've salvaged here after a little bit. But I finally got one of the tops open. Yep. Yep. So the rubber boot is still a little pliable. Spring. I'm sure the spring's fine. Maybe I'll have to open up the other ones. 2 of these tops broke off. Actually 3. I did get 1 screw out. And that's not a bad. It's not in terrible shape. So 1 screw out, the rest broke off. And now obviously there's our slide. That holds the needle in place. This is rock solid. This is shot. It's not torn, not broken at all. It's just kind of little hard, little gross. So there's our boot, and obviously crap collected in there. So yeah, that's one of the tops. I don't know that I'll get any of the other ones open, but let me try and fish that holder out. Maybe I can get the needle out. All right, got another one open. I had to drill out the bolts, and as you can see, this is really not worth it. The spring, is this the one? Oh yeah, this is the one we could see the spring. And there's the spring holder. How is the spring holder? Oh yeah, that would go on the bottom. So, wow. What? This is everything. Yeah, that's not coming out. So there's the boot. I guess that's the inside of the boot. And, well, we can save this piece that probably doesn't need to be, I don't know, it's probably trash, but there you go. The top looks decent. Probably clean that up a little bit on the inside. So, save that. Other than that, that's actually cracked down there. So, this is probably all junk in this one. As a matter of fact, this whole thing is probably junk now. There's just dirt falling out, messing up my workbench. There's your throttle plate, non-existent. And interestingly enough, this is pretty decent down here. Oh, I could probably pull that off. There's a brass piece, 2.4. I think that would screw out. Other than that, I think this whole thing is shot. So, at least we got inside. Checked it out. So, 2 down. I'll drill this one out, see what we have in here. Again, could probably pull that out. Other than that, this one's awesome. Look how, it's just rock hard. There's a spring. I think that's all trash too. All right, so we'll drill that one out. These are certainly getting harder to drill out as we go because my drill bit's getting weaker. But here, cap. Again, not super clean, but could probably clean that up. Somebody might be able to use it. Oh, did I ever show you? I got one of the holders out. It's actually in decent shape. I think that would actually function. So here's another spring. Now, that one's a little stuck in there. Oh, I'm gonna get a face full of crud. Is it? Pah! There you go. Yeah, another spring. Looks like that could work. Oh, it smells. Now the question is, can we save this holder? I'm gonna try. Looks like I might be able to. Where's my 8mm socket here? Stick that in there, lock it down. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Now that holder is concreted down into that to never come out. There's your boot, crusty old boot. So this is what carbs look like sitting in the woods for 20 years. Still, I'm gonna try and get that fitting out of there. But like I said, that's about all I think I can salvage from that. So there's another one. Let's see if I can get the last one open on the top. And then I guess that's it. The rest is junk. Here we go. I think the last one. Got the spring out. Got the lid. The lid actually is probably the best one out of the 4. So that's pretty sweet for a piece of crap. And we might be able to save this holder. Maybe dump that junk out. See, there's the one we got out. Couldn't get the needle. That is frozen in there. But let's see. Actually doesn't look like it's locked down at all. So I don't know if I even need to turn it. It looks like, I don't know if I can get it out if it's sitting in there without being locked down. So let's try it. Yeah, she's pretty much just frozen in there, not turning or anything. So I guess we're going to give up on that. So here's what we got. I guess that's about it. I don't know if I can maybe get the adjuster off here for the choke or for the throttle. But that's about what we got, I think. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this chaos. And yeah, here's to another successful teardown. Get out and ride or fix your bike. I'll see you on the next one.